Good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are. The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with HexAsians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and Middle Class Working Man.
HexAsians? Nice. Konnichiwa!
And konnichiwa.
Or konbanwa. To be
Namaste.
exact.
Konbanwa. Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hi
what's going
everybody.
on?
We had two Richard Hart streams yesterday, so I hope it pumps the price. But before we start, in addition to the financial advice warning, we also have to give out another warning that this stream may cause you to lose your concentration and sometimes end up rolling on the floor or laughing. So please, if you are handling heavy machinery or driving, please take precautions. Yeah, and while we are getting ready, let us know what you guys are drinking. I am drinking Niaji peach.
Do it again.
I don't know. It's
Just too quick.
yeah.
Are you in like 16-bit resolution
There we
there, D-Rush? That's awesome.
Yeah, I have to save my bandwidth for other things that are going in the background. And no, the main reason I stream at a lower quality is so that people don't recognize the blemishes on my face. And
Yes. We know, Children of the Grave. We wouldn't. We always humor D-Raj. He's got these delusions of grandeur as if he's the world's greatest single stand-up comedian entity.
Yep.
But please, continue, D-Raj.
I thought you had some better things to say. Please go ahead. I'll enjoy my drink till then.
Very good. Enjoy your drink. Okay, so we have some quick hits. Middle class, Frank, D-Raj. Important stuff. The most important thing that I heard from the first stream was Richard says, wait a minute, how can you guys think that your allocations are wrong if you don't have the key variable that only I and the devs can provide to you, which is your freaking ranking and your volume multiplier. So we have to get those delivered from Richard before we then can see how off or on the numbers are based on where we think we are, because that was only prior to provided from a third-party site that is not associated with Richard or the devs. So hang on tight for that. Then you can do your calculations and decide, I'm off by 20%. And then, of course, you get it and you're like, oh, everybody's off by 20%, which means I'm not off by anything in the grand scheme of things. Hooray! And then everything's okay. So just hang tight.
Thanks.
So
for
that's
that.
number
That
one.
was-
What else did you remember from these streams, gentlemen?
I lost brain
Yeah.
cells.
Okay.
Uh,
From crypto
I
price.
didn't catch the second stream either, but you know, it's good. Like sometimes I recommend masks for some people. Yeah, that that ugly
Is
face
that the
needs to be
MetaMask one
covered.
or
The
Wales, what did
know,
you glean from them?
From what?
hair whales?
What's going
From
on?
what? Two streams that Richard was on like earlier today, your time.
Bro, I'm working. I'm not paying attention to what Richard's doing. That's your job.
Yes, sir.
like straight up. I don't.
Sorry.
I don't have time for that.
So basically,
Like,
you come
all-
here for news. Okay.
Yes. All we need to know is when the shit's launched. What else is there to really worry about except you twiddling your thumbs complaining?
No, see, that's what we're pointing out. Is that Richard
No,
said?
I know. But this
Yeah.
but that's it. It's not ready. It's not finalized. It's not launched. Like, just wait. People just love to get ahead of themselves. So I don't pay attention to much. Just like I didn't pay attention to Hedron till the shit was done. I'm not paying attention to anything really. All I know is there's 2 pieces left, and that's it. Who cares? Until they're done, nothing matters. Pretty straightforward.
But if Richard says, "Here's a spreadsheet, please give me your feedback,"
How many
you
spreadsheets
think
has he
you're-
given us?
about like 10 over the last year, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly. Who cares, man?
But if this one's if there's any chance that this could be the last one and you don't weigh in, my fear is that means that you're voting that you're fine with this and you didn't double check it, and that could be a problem. What do you think?
I think you should have did that math as soon as you sacked. That's what I think.
I believe me, I did that math before I
So-
sacked.
If you haven't done it, then you're just not gonna know until you figure it out. And you're still not gonna know even at that point because your final balance is gonna be whatever it is. So unless you sack the shit ton of money, your multiplier is probably gonna be 1 point something. So how off can you really be?
And if I did shit ton of sack full of money,
Then you better start playing out some scenarios that make sense in your head because you're not gonna know unless you take all of the data and do the math yourself. How are you supposed to know otherwise? That's what I'd like to know because people seem to have this contrived idea that they can ascertain the shit just by doing some magical shit in their computer. Like I'm trying to understand how.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you
all right.
can't.
So here it is, and you couldn't have until Richard had the epiphany that he hadn't provided the missing link. The missing link was a clear idea from his own number crunching, the way the devs see it, as in terms of all the blockchains, all of the sacrifices,
Right. Exactly.
how the rankings for the volume multipliers had out. So you could do your own, calculations, thinking that you were rank 4,032, but in fact, based on what the devs see, it's actually more like 10,000, and you're like,
Right. Or
what the
5,000
hell?
or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
or 5,000, or
yeah,
the
whatever.
poker chip stacks, right? Or the poker chip stacks for the first through 8 could be much bigger on the grand scheme of things than you thought, because you
Right.
probably just ranked them evenly and took a crapshoot at it.
Because
But
here's
it's
a
not like
problem.
that.
Yeah, here's a problem with this whole situation and people wanting to know their balances before they can actually know them, because that's the problem. It's not that they can't, try to figure it out. It's that they can't realistically figure it out because they don't know, all of the balances that were sacked for each respective wallet. You must know that first and foremost. And 2, you must know all the sack balances, not just the ERC20.
Correct.
Not just just so there's all these
Correct, correct.
parameters that you gotta
Correct.
have that you can't have. So why do you even care?
My-
all you should be
yeah.
all you should be doing, and this
Yeah.
is just mathematically speaking, is
Yep.
doing a 10,000x to your sack, and then good luck because you really
Yeah.
can't figure anything out from there. You just can't.
Exactly. Hey, my brother, Children of the Grave, I love what he says here. I don't give a fuck what my balance is. No expectations. No, you don't understand what no expectations means. you can have expectations all the way up to the actual point where the work of others will lead to your benefit. And that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about points, the things that make you warm and fuzzy inside that aren't attached to anything that you could have expectations against. I'll be damned if I don't expect I got points. Points are fine to get, right? Points aren't attached to anything that has any meaning in terms of value to me whatsoever, other than makes my winky go stinky.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
But I mean, I guess my point is, just don't get too worked up about it. You have no control over what it is. Understand the base of what is going on mathematically, and then just operate from there, because you can't really sit there and pretend to know what you can't know. And that's what I'll say about that.
I know Sandy B. I know. I speak fluent Children of the Grave. Believe me.
Fluent Children of the Grave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, funny, man.
We are simpatico. He's comes from the world of the trolls, and I too do, and we share a secret
one.
brotherhood handshake.
We are one.
We are one. We are one.
Oh man,
Oh,
but
we
look,
are many.
Many. Yeah, I get everybody's apprehension, but everybody just needs to chill. And there's really nothing, unless your balance is off from that base 10,000x. All you can really do is wait, unless you know for a fact you sacked a serious amount of money and that shit is off. You're just really playing guessing games past that point. So that's all I'm saying.
And of course, if you sacked tokens which were not on the official list, then you are going to have another problem altogether. So
Yeah, your sack balance is 0.
Definitely.
But I think the great generous Richard may end up giving you some free pulse or pulse X on depending on your.
Yeah, he's way too nice for his own good. I completely can see something like that happening.
Hello, Jim Rat. Crypto, what up? So, guys, did you also, just moving on to the next kind of amazing thing that he laid out, Richard, tells, what was it? He mentioned all the separate passive income streams that you can accomplish through all the stuff that he's created now. And he's laid it all out for you in one long sentence. And it was 100% clear for everybody finally.
Right, I was about to say that must have been a long sentence. As soon as you said one,
it
I
was.
Like, wow,
it was.
Long-ass sentence.
It was one long ass sentence. He didn't stop. He's like just putting down the numbers. This, the, and this, and this, and that. Well, I suppose you could do that, and this, and this, and this. And there's 8 revenue streams, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what
eight
people
or
should be
9.
talking about. That is what people should be talking about. Not the fucking sack balances that they got no control over or anything like that outside of that 10,000x. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because that's focusing on what you should be part. There you go.
He's happy.
He's still alive?
We keep the kingdom alive.
He's like, passive income makes me happy. I approve.
Yes, sir. I approve.
Shoot.
Oh man, can we go over them? Do you remember the long ass sentence, Papa? Because we got liquidity providing one side.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let's start with the basics in terms of how about we go chronologically as best we can.
Okay. Hex.
Okay. So I think he counted 1 as staking hex and eHex. That's goes without saying. Then he called Pulse delegation, called it staking because pretty much it's stake. What's up with this? 8 revenue. Oh man.
Good for you.
I'm literally gonna take that. Thank you, Space Case.
Nicely done.
It's time to change your handle,
No
Wales.
more 8%, but 8 revenue streams
Eight
instead.
revenue streams for me.
Nicely done. Let's. I got a good one. Let's play the game. We'll go around in circles, and you guys each have to name one that the previous person is not named. How's that?
Okay, that's gonna be fun. Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. So Wales, you can start and go through middle class and around clockwise. Go for it, man.
And hex staking cannot be used because that's obvious, right? So
We already said that, so that one's done.
I'm gonna go with one-sided liquidity providing for PulseX.
Okay, it's 2.
Ah, crap.
That's all I knew. I'm done.
Go look.
Wait, there's more?
I'm cheating.
Yeah.
Let's go farming. Come on. You can farm stake pulse eggs. Stake pulse.
Yeah, you can do the. You can farm or provide both side liquidity if you wish.
All right, that's fine. Frank?
I will go for Hedron. Hedron minting.
No, that's not a Richard Hart product.
Good. Already out.
Just within Richard Hart's stuff, he said eight different ways you can capitalize.
Oh, that one. Staking. What did you say? Middle class workman. Staking. Oh, yeah, we staking.
We did staking hex. We did one-side liquidity farming.
Mm-hmm.
We did dual side. Well, basically pool farming. Yep. Okay.
So the pool is done as well.
Yep.
I will go staking then. Stake pulse eggs and pulse.
Which is okay. Are you going to take both of them? You want to take them both, basically.
Yeah.
And one of them is called delegating. By the way.
Yeah. Pulse chain. You delegate your voting power.
Yeah. And the other one's already been named. So I would be wise and take the
delegating. Delegating poll.
Thank you. So how many do we have now? We got 5 named, right?
Yeah.
Where's Diraj?
All right. Diraj.
We got hex staking. Go ahead, D. My bad.
My favorite is providing liquidity to stable pools on like the bridge, like bridging in liquidity, hex pool kind of thing. So
does that yield anything?
What?
No.
No.
Is that just a function that you can play with?
You just give your money away for fun.
How is this different than two-sided liquidity providing on the decks?
It's a different pathway. You're not providing liquidity to.
It's
so how does it yield benefit then?
The advantage is there is no impermanent loss. Like they both stay at around the same level. One. So there is, and plus you likely earn incentive token for providing liquidity to that side through that.
Okay. Incentive token. Basically getting the incentive token. How about where you can take the incentive token and pair pair party token to yield incentive token.
What?
Incentive token. Am I wrong? Party token is yielded by single side liquidity or staking effectively of Pulse X. You get party, and then taking party and pairing it up with
Pulse.
That's
the only pool.
Yeah.
Pulse
to yield.
Yield. Correct.
To yield what? Ink token. Correct.
No, I haven't done it yet.
You get the yield. You get the yield in Pulse, and then you get the ink token.
Oh, okay.
So Richard said that's like the next approach, right?
Yes.
It's like the next onion peel. Oh, thank goodness Uncle Kevin is here.
Mr. Chicken Rice. Yeah. Chicken Rice. What's going on, Uncle Kev?
What's up, guys?
Pop up. Are we at 7 now?
I think we're at
One more
7.
to go. One more to
One
go.
more. Yep, one more.
Do you want to let Uncle try? Shall we fill him in?
What?
Huh? Perfect reply. Ding ding ding.
So, Uncle, I'll summarize. So, what we're trying to do is we're trying to list all the different 8 income streams that Pulse, Hex, Pulse X give us. So, I think we're at, what number are we now? 6?
I think we're at 7. 7.
Or 7. So,
Okay. Okay.
So how about we name all the 7 that we've named so far? That way, we're not going through the list.
We're
with
not
Kevin.
doubling up.
Yeah.
That'll
How about it only comes from one
be good.
person then?
Yeah. Whoever wants to say it, I don't care.
So the person that prepared the least, middle class, you've learned
Oh,
you've learned the
muted
most.
my button first.
Go ahead.
Muted my technical difficulties. I can't talk. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's start from beginning, all right? So, do we include Hex or not? So, do we say,
Yes.
well,
Yep.
Of course.
Obviously Hex staking, obviously Pulse Hex staking or single side in this case. What's this one? Pool. So liquidity farming for 2 sides. And I think single side. Can we do? No, we can't do single side. Oh, Pulse with Pulse and stable coins. So USDC. Was it party token with
PRT?
Pulse with PRT with Pulse for yield farming? What was the other one again? Pulse delegation.
Yeah. Good.
So that's 6. Can't remember what the 7th one was.
Well, anyway, Kevin, can you determine any one of the 2 that remain?
That's hard. Yeah, that's
Quite
hard.
a list.
Yeah. You mentioned staking Pulse X already, so
And then taking the party that is a result of that,
yeah,
and pairing that up with Pulse to derive Ink and Pulse.
so we're talking RH coins only, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
We got PX staking already.
Mm-hmm.
We got Ink. These guys in the chat are following along. That's good.
Pools. No, we've covered liquidity.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we already said pools, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Obviously,
that's liquidity.
Yep.
Providing. Yeah.
So liquidity providing and yield farming are really the same thing. It's just you're addressing different segments of the market,
Yeah.
and hence different risks.
Mm-hmm. Six isn't bad.
Six
can
is
forget the
enough
other
to make
2.
you rich.
I'll take 6.
I'll take 6. We don't need the
Okay.
other 2.
I got 6. That's all there is. Do you remember that in Sesame Street? Okay.
Just follow the OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The older the better, right? If we learn anything from Squid Game.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
that
Hey.
Hang on.
Hey. Yep.
Go ahead.
I was just saying,
That'll-
Kevin, did you catch the word from the stream? We just discussed this before you got on. That any calculation about being, too little in terms of your points. If you see a shortfall in your points, don't panic because you don't have all the data yet. The data that you don't have is what your volume ranking truly is.
Yes.
So that comes from Richard soon. Until then, there's no way to tell whether or not you're accurate or not. So he says, just chill. It's coming
you're just
from him.
speculating. Yeah, you're just
Exactly.
speculating.
So he's going to produce that, and then and only then is your feedback welcome to the devs through the spreadsheet. But until then, you can't tell whether or not you're good or bad.
How about that?
What's with D? D is frozen again?
What's this? What's this?
This is the overview of the pool. Pool sex.
Ah.
Yeah, certain parts of the site weren't even accessible at first. So over time, it's just gonna get better. More things are gonna be
Uh,
legible and whatnot. What's going on, D?
can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Also, one thing I think we missed is like staking PulseX to earn more PulseX. Richard had put out a screenshot, I remember, of PulseX X PulseX, which I still think is in the works, but we may see it later. They are trying to. Now, this is my hypothesis that because they are redoing the buyback and burn function, they have to rewrite some of the stuff. So that PulseX X PulseX pool will still maybe there, and another what you call expectation from me would be uh, since we already know that you can stake Pulse X to earn third party tokens. It can also be the other way around, where third party tokens offer Pulse X as an incentive for staking their coin. So this mechanism already is present on other dexes. Um, so you may be able to stake your party tokens to earn PulseX as well. That is maybe not. I don't know whether the devs are actually working on it, but other dexes have it. So should we. Uh, and regarding that earning incentive token for providing liquidity, that is going to be decided by the DAO. So there will be voting. So I guess people who want their to promote their tokens would be buying up PulseX to make sure that their token get listed in the. So we will see kind of big players buying up PulseX. So that is going to be very bullish for PulseX. Okay, thank you for listening.
D-Rush, why would you want to undo, or why would you want to introduce a way to offer liquidity with the third party token to yield PulseX when the whole idea of doing the third party tokens, I thought, was to alleviate the sell pressure from PulseX? But aren't you reintroducing the sell pressure if you're now yielding free PulseX through staking of third party tokens? That's like the reciprocal approach to what's designed.
Uh, it, 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 it is it is kind of a small freemium for. So basically this is not like, if for example I am going to be listing my token UVU on PulseX. So if I want people to stake their UVU, I need to provide some kind of mechanism to, or some incentive to. And since I already have PulseX, I can use that to provide value to my token. Mm, bu- And this, like I said, this is already there on some other dexes and it is working, so it may be there, it may not be.
Okay.
I guess on the backside of that question, Pop, I think you got to kind of take into consideration the fact that you got to kind of provide incentive to external parties if you actually want the ecosystem to grow to some degree. I mean, that's my thinking. I don't really know, whatever. But I think ultimately it's going to have to come a point in time when each individual that enters this space learns that they just have to hold assets that are worth holding and not sell them, even if they are incentives, a reward type of deal, right? Because that's one thing that's unique about Richard Hart's ecosystem is that everywhere you turn, you're incentivized to not spend anything, literally. So I think that's going to be new for people. They're going to have to learn to adjust to that. It's not normal, right? It's not normal for people to play a game where waiting is how you win. So all of these games that we have over here in our ecosystem are basically predicated on that to a certain extent. Um, and now, when you think about, well, how are these new entrants that are outside of our ecosystem going to come in and actually benefit, right? I mean, there's only one way to do so, and it's not by getting a reward and selling it right away. And I think as people interact with this ecosystem and they see what price does over time, they're going to learn that lesson the hard way. Because, I mean, clearly you can tell people till you're blue in the face, but that's not going to really change anything. So maybe time will.
Tiggle Biddies said the use of the third-party token is to take profits. The answer is hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's to deflect all the selling pressure away from Richard Hart's ecosystem and place it onto a third-party token that effectively you're taking your garbage can and you're dumping it over the fence like in that Donald Duck cartoon. You're just kind of like, all right, somebody else's problem on the other side of the fence, which is fair play, right? It's better that than have people just simply dumping Pulse X all the time when they get it. So, congratulations, you figured it out.
There you go. There you go. So it's just about forcing people to make decisions, right? I mean, and typically people want to make the best decision for themselves. So this is just one way to kind of try to ensure that. Um, it's hard to. I think it works both ways. It's
Tiggle
not.
Biddies, he just figured it. He or she just figured it out. That's
It's
exactly
not.
what you do,
Yeah.
man
Yeah. It's
or
not.
woman.
I don't. I don't. Uh, unless you're like delegating PLS, you're not getting PLS rewards. Now, there's going to be other staking mechanisms that will give you that. So that is not going to be profound, right, relative to the rest of the rewards that are paid out in the ecosystem. So it's important people understand that because just because rewards are going to be paid out in PLS and PLSX does not mean that you're going to have the same preponderance or the same quantity, right, of coins being handed out from that side as you will from the rest of the ecosystem, because this ecosystem is predicated on store of value. So just tossing around valuable assets is not a thing that makes sense, right? And I don't think it's being built that way. So
Right.
you gotta kind of just give people a little bit, and I think that's what providing rewards in PLS and PLSX to a small degree is.
Mhm.
So that's the
May I answer Christy Naya's concern here?
Yep. Yes, you may.
Okay, Christy, fear not, because your tokens and everything associated with your seed exists on the blockchain. If you do a migration onto your current hardware wallet, and you take the current seed and you know that it's 100% written down in something solid, like titanium, or you've hammered it into fender washers, it's flood and fire resistant, you know it's there, it can go offline. You can factory wipe your hardware wallet as many times as you like and reintroduce that seed again through advanced recovery. Advanced recovery is not typing it into a keyboard. It's typing it into the actual device itself using the buttons. As long as you do that, you can switch it as many times as you like. You can take stuff totally to cold storage that you're not going to touch for 15 years and only take them out and do an advanced recovery to your hardware wallet at that point. So the answer is there's no problem. However, I would recommend that you get a new hardware wallet, because you should have two in case of failure of one, so that you don't have to wait to be able to access your funds for a certain amount of time while you get another one sourced. So if you're doing it now with the one wallet technique and you've got something that you've staked or you've sacrificed for, get a second one so that you have one for the migratory wallet and one for your vault wallet. That's what we try to say in the chat. And if you have any further questions, you can see us in the Telegram chat. pulsechain.com, Telegram. Sorry, guys.
No, you're right.
No worries, man.
Uh,
That's what it's about.
uh,
Yeah, somebody asked me
While
about.
you
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
while we were talking about pulse chain staking, uh, would you like middle class? Would you like to bring up the page regarding the rules? I
Yep.
find them quite. Now the thing is, uh, these pulse chain validation is kind of different from what I've seen in other staking tools. First of all, uh, most other blockchains have like for validating you lock in your coins, but here these are not refundable. I think for registering a validator, it's about 500,000 pulse. So basically, you are, and that 500,000 is not refundable. So, so yeah, one thing right now we have a lot of what you call low quality validators running because it's free. Everybody is trying to test everything out, but when you are going to have to pay real 500,000 pulse, then people will think about it, and only good validators will be
Yeah.
validating. So it kind of helps prevent the spam of unwanted validators as well. Then we already went through one day rotation cycle and 33 validators at a time for uh, validation. So there may be like 100 validators that may register, but only top 33 will be actually producing blocks. And this, if you are, if your validator goes down, then you are going to be slashed with a whip, and your yeah, you this is go through this at your like convenience. 50 slashes is equal to a misdemeanor. 150 slashes is equal to a felony. And if you are having a felony, you will be put out of the validation pool, and basically you will be losing whatever rewards, or rather the fees that you might be earning. So that way your revenue gets reduced. And I did some math. It the only real reason to be validating is to make sure that you are providing value to the pulse chain. Otherwise, from what returns we are seeing right now in pulse chain, testnet running a validator may not actually be profitable. So please bear that in mind. And you can, for delegators, these things are important. So you can delegate to more than one validator, which is kind of a good thing if uh, so that there is decentralization, plus you kind of have a hedge against one validator going down and reducing your returns. You that way some of the profit or some of the trading fees you may still earn by delegating to multiple validator. And this is uh, basic, like the validators select whether uh, how much of the revenue they are going to share. So um, they may decide up to 50% is too much. But this is an example, like if there are like a thousand pulse staked in total, including the validator's share, um, and he decides to give away 50% of the revenue share. So uh, how to he will keep uh, for every pulse that he earns, he will keep zero point 0.5 pulse for himself, and rest zero point 0.5 will be distributed to the delegators depending on the percent of the pool they own. Um that should be excluding his own stake, but I'm not really sure. But either way, uh, yeah, you need to have at least 0.01% of that uh, pool to earn actual yield, because yeah, earnings less than one way, or it should actually be one beat, should cannot be sent forward. So don't if you are having a very tiny amount of pulse, then don't even whatever, don't delegate everything. Also, one thing, don't delegate your entire stack. Keep a few pulse for transaction fee, because when you need to unstake or
He's phased out.
you need
Uh-oh.
to pay transaction fees. So hello.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're here. We hear you.
That was the greatest dramatic pause that I've ever heard in my life.
No,
I was still waiting for the punchline.
Keep waiting.
Did he get? Oh no, he's not frozen.
No, he's fine. He's not
Yeah,
frozen.
yeah. Thought he was for a
no,
second.
yeah, the internet gods are not
Not loving you today, huh?
very helpful today. That's about it. Like, but this mechanism is kind of unique for me. Let's see how it plays out. After all, this is going to be a social experiment as well.
Your wish is granted.
Yes. So we see in the chat everyone's all aflutter about the price action.
Yeah.
We're
Wales, can
over,
you show us anything about that?
we're over
or
16
Uncle Kevin?
cents. Yeah, we're over 16 cents.
Oh,
Finally.
Melf Tony is here.
Yeah.
Melf Tony's not here, but others have posted. If
16.
Melf Tony
Just
doesn't
came in.
post it, huh?
16-1.
Oh,
16.
just
Melf Tony, take us to the promised land.
It's about 16.3. Wow, nice.
That's
Okay.
great.
That's awesome. If we hit 18 cents, we will be back at the 200 day moving average. So that's the target. So
How many challenges, points of resistance do we have leading up to that?
middle class.
Let me draw some lines. Or does
Thank you.
Wales is lines?
Lines. Yes, we need lines.
Lines,
Lines.
triangles.
Let's do a red.
Ooh.
22 set. There's something there. Well, not really something, but anyway.
Is there a
Let's try.
resistance?
I think there's one here. That's 32 set.
But
Nah. 18 first. We are.
And then the final one. Yeah, actually, I should do moving average. Where is moving average? There we go.
Indicators, yeah.
Yeah.
I do a triple.
but those wondering why this pump is happening is because we have a blockchain week happening in Dubai. So
Really?
that is what is causing
Really?
Bitcoin to pump.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Of course.
It's causing Bitcoin to pump, and a rising tide raises all ships. So that's my hypothesis. Let's see if it. I think it, it ends this month. I think 31st.
Hold on. Style. How do I change this? Okay. Never mind. I screw up. So I'm back here. 200 days. 200 day is the green line, and you're right.
18?
The green line says 18.6 cents. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
so there you go. If
Yeah,
we
just
touch that, we're back up 200.
We're back up
200
day.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be a big one. So
Nice.
we've passed the 20 and the 50 already. So we've just need to go up to the 200, and we're back in business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were we ever out of business?
No, we weren't.
Sure as hell
Like,
acting like
look at that. Like we're still up there.
Oh, woe is
That's the
us.
thing,
Yeah.
Always was. We just took a break.
Had a nap.
6 months.
Yeah.
Take a breather.
6-month nap. So
Good stuff.
so to
Hey, go ahead.
So to Diraj's point on the validator, the slashing, when PulseNet V2B came on, there were a lot of slow validators that really brought down the network. So I think V2B is quite a good exercise in testing out the validator rotation and slashing. So I guess it did work to an extent. The block times were like as high as like 9 seconds, 8 to 9 seconds. on average. We were almost as slow as Ethereum. So, but it somehow it did work in the end. So I think we're down to like 4.8 seconds now. So we hope that the slower validators will continue to be slashed out, and hopefully we can get back to like 3 seconds. Yeah.
Nice.
But I'm not sure what changed between V2 and V2B. I don't know why there were so many more slow validators as compared to V2.
Was it that they weren't synced up properly? It took them a
I'm
while to
not
kind
sure.
of.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. But I heard in the Pulse Dev Telegram chat that a lot of them were like just simply under spec. They're just too slow on slow slow connections, things like that. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, but because everyone's playing with around with fake, fake fake money, so like they probably wouldn't feel the pinch, even if they were playing with sub suboptimal hardware. So but hopefully come when we get to testnet, all these issues should just go away. Yeah, hopefully. But it's looking good so far. Yeah, if we can get back to like 3 seconds, that would be perfect. But these things take time. Yeah. So I think V2B was a good. It's good. It's quite. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot more toys to play with on a V2B. Yeah, this one. Yeah, in point. Yeah, so it's great. Can't wait for V3. I think there will be a V3.
There will be, yeah.
Yeah. And when V3 comes out, I think we will be very close to launch. Yeah. T-Pulse.
But before V3, there will be PulseX Google Sheet. Then there will be crying about that. After that, there will be V2C.
V2C,
V2C.
V2D, V2E, V2F. Yeah.
V2AA, V2AB.
V2A, baby. Oh my god.
No.
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, what's the deal with the maximum stake when they say per user? I would imagine it's per wallet at 10
wallet.
million PulseX.
10 million PulseX.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Wales
know.
talked about that last time, right? So everyone can participate. You don't want just one guy getting in there and
Annual
Gobble,
ROI,
gobble, gobble.
1 cent. 1 cent. What? Annual
Nah, I'm
ROI.
just playing with 10 pulse.
Oh,
That's all.
okay. All 10.
Edit.
yeah.
Well, we're going to be busy when mainnet launches.
Yeah, so...
Oh, pandemonium.
Yeah, so everyone go to testnet, play with PulseX, play with delegator staking. It's all play money, Just go play with the bridge, play the swap, Get
And I think we forgot to.
Yeah.
We forgot to add mention the latest feature that got added. Like if you go to PulseX or the pulse chain staking website, you don't have to manually add the RPC for testnet. You just hit connect wallet and
Alan
yeah,
really
so
wants
you
to make
just
back all of
hit
his super chat money, by the way.
no.
But I still thank you for your service. Thanks for
Absolutely.
the $5
Thank you,
super chat.
Alan.
Judging from his surname, it should be Alain.
Alan.
Alain Fissem. Alain. Merci,
Alan
Alain.
Fissem.
Fissem.
Well, how do you say it? Fissem?
Fissem, I think. Yeah, Fissem. Fissem.
Alan fills I me.
Phil Zamy.
That's what I would have said.
Alan does
You
Phil
would have taken
Zamy.
offense.
Alan feels Amy.
He says, Alan Fizame.
Ame.
Really?
Ah,
Fizame.
Oh, wow.
What's it, French or something?
Fizame. Alan Fizame.
Fizame.
Ame. Ah,
Alan
Fizame.
Fizame.
There you go.
Voila.
It's French for you guys.
It's French for you, yeah.
On a super chat, right?
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Fizame.
I'm not getting my Louis Vuitton
Louis Vuitton.
from the show. He's not
Louis
letting me in.
You're right.
Louis Vuitton.
Alan, did you hear the detective crypto? The detective crypto with the Richard Hart last night. It
I
was
went into-
very nice.
I went to listen to the chat after Richard and I didn't understand a single word.
If you have shot, you have to wipe.
And I retire in my chateau.
Retired my chateau. Nice. 160 boys.
Hey, DJ Cryptomatic, shout out to you.
Hey, DJ Cryptomatic, what's up, man?
Yo. Someone sold.
My man, all right. Yes. Oh, boy. Just so exhausted from all this pumping. Oh,
Ooh.
it's lovely to see, isn't it? I think we finally have whales that are saying, "Thou shalt not pass.
6. Nice.
We will drive this up
It's working.
now." Yeah. 16.4. Oh my god.
Don't you
We're
hate
doing
those?
well.
Don't you hate those bot wicks? They just mess up the chart. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You got to go down to the stupid time frames to
Yeah.
be able to clear them up. Yes.
Yeah. It'll be fun to see how much they lost on slippage. That'll be fun.
I like to think about
Actually-
the oh, go ahead.
They didn't lose out anything on the slippage. I think it's a MEV bot and it has a new function called print money. Literally, that is what it literally does. Like while by pushing up the price and putting it back down, trading between pairs, it
Yeah.
just makes profit.
I mean,
If you search on Etherscan, you will find that Etherscan print money.
print money, more money. Well, if anything, they're like they're offering us a window to what's possible. It's like that one waked up to like $5. That's crazy.
I've seen
Yeah,
the
it was
future
2 weeks
and it's
ago.
wonderful. Yeah.
It's $5. $5. 5:30.
Wait, yeah, here's the
That is nuts.
link to the Etherscan address of that. I don't know whether it's the same bot
Of the bot?
or different.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Etherscan. So see, there is
Where
this
is it?
function called in the transaction function name. There is print money. If you can
Oh, there
zoom
we
in,
go. That one.
Ooh.
you can look at what did you do.
Printed money. Printed money.
Where is?
So basically, from rat
Very fun.
teeth to uh, so. But did you see
Sorry. Okay.
the uh, did you see the gas fees? I think it was all burned.
152 grey, and everything's burnt. There you go.
Actually, there was another transaction where I saw they paid like twice the gas fees as priority fees in compared to not this one, but you know, right? Like there is this what you pay minor tip and these are old transactions actually, but
So let's have a look. This one's 0. Okay.
it's okay. But
This one's 0.
see what they're what is happening. They are trading between pairs, so Raptith converted to dollars, then dollars to Paribas, then Paribas back to dollars, and from dollars back to Raptith. So I don't think this is the exact order of the uh, so these kind of crazy things.
Huh.
Now this is like even a very very basic bot. Real complicated ones use leverage or what you call flash loans
Flash
or
loans. Yeah.
loans from those lending protocols. I think Ava has. I don't know how to Aave or
Ave.
uh,
Aave.
Aave. It's supposed to mean ghost in Spanish. So how do you? So yeah, Wales can provide the proper pronunciation. It's the
It's
Spanish
actually
version.
fantasma. It's not. I don't know that one. I've never heard of that word. So it's news to me. I don't think that's Spanish.
How about Ave Maria?
I don't. Yeah, I'm not Mexican. Sorry, different Spanish.
Uh,
What?
Sorry, different dialect. So no idea.
What about this one?
Spirit?
Plebeyo this.
Plebeo.
Well, now you know where the word plebs come from.
Ah.
Is that real? Is it real? Is it how pleb came about?
Oh, plebeo.
No. It did not. Hang on a
Really?
second.
Put it in.
Hang on. Latin it language.
Put it in Google Translator.
Plebeian is coming from the Latin originally. which is
but I'm talking
Spatin
about
is a
Spanish.
Latin language.
I am talking about Spanish, not Latin.
I will not talk about the Spanish.
Stay on track, bro. What's wrong with you guys?
No, you said now you know where a pleb comes from. It doesn't.
So hold on. So now you want to talk about etymology when it doesn't fucking matter?
You said where it comes from. It doesn't come from Spanish. It comes from Latin, which Spanish derives from.
Bro, I'm talking about the word that we're using today. You're talking about the etymology of the word, which doesn't fucking matter, man. Shit don't matter.
All I heard was now you know where pleb comes from, and everybody went, "Oh, really? Oh."
But Papa, every language comes from what?
Plebeian.
Latin, no? See.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes,
No.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, every language comes from Sanskrit, even Latin. So that is.
Wow. That's okay.
I'm talking about Romance
There's-
languages, man. Like
No.
y'all motherfuckers are trying to be nitpicky on some straight
And then
bullshit
there's Germanic and there's Slavic as
so
well.
hold on, we're over here having a whole conversation about a word that literally doesn't matter while motherfuckers are walking around following illegal laws. You motherfuckers realize the conversation y'all having
Oh,
right
now! Don't broaden the scope of this chat. We were getting somewhere, Mister.
You're not.
Yeah, we were, and then wait, and what? And you don't understand? Okay, fine. That's the way it happens.
Bro, you're over here talking about where pleb comes from. Like if that shit fucking matters.
Well, again, I didn't. Did you? I don't know who it was, but I'll say.
It was me that said pleb.
You
comes
said
from
now
where-
you know where pleb comes from.
Because of the shit was on in front of everybody's face. It's a simple translation, man. Why
But if you
making
say,
it-
hey, you know what? These eggs are great. I wonder where eggs come from. Well, they come from the kitchen. No. Eggs come from a fucking chicken.
Oh my god. All right, Papa. Sure, whatever, man. The next time we get into a legal conversation, we're gonna fucking go all the way to the root.
Plebeian.
I didn't say anything about illegal conversation.
No. When we get to a legal matter in conversation, we're gonna get to the exact root. Just like if it matters. When it actually does, because this shit
I would love to hear that. Yes.
cool.
Always.
I'll remember that when you start squirming and crying in your seat, like you always do.
I cry in my seat.
Bruh,
Where else
dry
would I
tears-
cry?
Dry tears are
I cry
still
in my
real,
bed.
bruh. I'm just busting your chops, man.
What?
I want that fish shirt, by the way.
Do you? Is that like something that's Southern Asian? I don't know. I've never seen a shirt.
That's good. Just a cool graphic, man. He's got a fish coming off his shoulder.
Like he just came out the river.
Plebeians.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't say that. I would say dictionary. Actually. Yeah, I would say dictionaries are more of a vanity metric than etymology.
Well said, Monsieur Fils-Ami. Well said.
Mon Dieu!
Alors,
Qu'est-ce que c'est la merde?
qu'est-ce que c'est la merde? What is this shit? Sounds like something Hungarian would say. What shit? What
Why
shit
is
you say
price
to me?
not pumping?
What shit you say to me? You idiot man.
I am not pleb. I watch Crypto Coffee. Shout out to
Oh
Crypto
my
Coffee, by
God.
the way.
Yeah, he got 20,000 subs, bro. He's big now.
That is good.
Yeah,
So
so
shout out to Motley. He got married this weekend.
Oh,
Last
that's
weekend.
right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Last
right.
weekend.
This
One
weekend,
over.
he got married.
One over.
He's under the hood now.
Yep, he's locked down.
Yeah, he's a honorary Asian now.
Hooray!
Whether he wants to be or not.
That's
Welcome to the
right.
club.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
his wife's,
club.
his wife's Vietnamese, so
Yeah, congrats
Very
to
nice.
him and the missus and everybody involved.
he's very Asian now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Prenups are sexy.
So he's a for Asian.
I'm not saying anything
Yeah,
about
we-
how wonderful this couple is, but I think that in this day and age, those of viewers out there that are still looking to be hooked, definitely consider in this day and age, especially since you all are going to be gazillionaires, Prenups are so sexy. My wife and I signed ours on our wedding day and gave each other a big kiss like that was our wedding itself.
So romantic.
It is romantic. They can be. You know,
What did the
we're gonna
celebrant
build a
say?
life
Like, you guys are nuts
together.
or What?
What?
What did the celebrant say?
What did the what now?
I said, what
Celebrant.
did your celebrant say?
Celebrant say.
You don't have
Is
a
this a
celebrant
riddle?
for your wedding?
This is a riddle.
What? Are you actually married or not?
I don't
Celebrex?
What's
Celebrant.
a celebrant?
I don't know what a
What's
celebrant is.
That's like the person that marries you.
Oh,
Officially married. Is illegal.
Oh, the officiant. The officiant.
oh,
They
okay.
call it celebrant.
is that what you
that's
call
right.
it?
Ah, okay.
They call it celebrant. Okay. Never
Yeah,
heard
we-
that before.
Yeah, we call them something else.
Something else. Hey,
we
something else. Come
we
on.
make up
Sonia.
words here.
Celebrant. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've learned a new word. Celebrant.
Oh,
Celebrant.
that reminds me, when I got married, I didn't know what a justice of peace was.
Ah,
Do you know what that is?
justice of peace.
Just repeat.
Just as the peace.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's not the guy who ensures that we have world peace. That's not it. I said that, and then they laughed at me.
Wait.
So that's
Are you?
not it.
Are you really? Wait a minute. Wait. Please continue. Educate, and then I want to get the jaw drop on this one. Tell us, middle class, what is a justice of the
Middle
peace?
class.
Hold on. I'll give you the official definition. Hold on.
So you're googling it now. You really didn't learn it then.
I didn't learn it then, and I still don't know what it is now.
Isn't that effectively a judge that does not
Oh yeah.
do anything in
oh,
court, but they only marry
yeah.
people?
Yeah, JPs. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Volunteers who undertake special responsibilities,
Yeah, we've
such as
got
signing
that
a
here.
document that qualifies witness and hearing certain types of court matters. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's from the remnants from the British Empire.
Yep. And the only reason why I need them is to sign documents. That's it.
Yeah, we've got them
Or
here.
to
as well.
certify documents, if you like.
Breaking news that actually matters.
Yeah.
We have
Yes.
4 U.S. representatives that are kickstarting a new push, quote unquote, to create a digital dollar, which we already all are well aware has been in the works for at least 2 to 3 years, because I've gone over this numerous
Yes.
times. Continuing the verbiage within the headline, are kickstarting a new push to create a digital dollar with a proposal to have the Treasury Department issue e-cash. And I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers what, everybody watching and sitting on this panel right now, it is on you if we fail and this shit gets through, because what's gonna come after this is not anything you're gonna fucking like, period. Come on.
Review what that would look like if we all were
Okay, imagine
lazy and didn't act on anything.
Imagine living in China. Imagine living in Korea, South Korea. If you don't know what's happening in those local economies, let me know and I will continue further.
For the sake of argument, I want to know from your perspective, for all the viewers
It's
at
not
home.
it's not my perspective, sir. It's what's actually happening in these.
I'm not debating it. I want to be enlightened for the viewers at home.
Imagine you want to go spend what you think is your money somewhere, and you're not allowed to do so because it's not your fucking money. Because now we're not talking about some rando saying, "Oh, you can't use your bank account." Now we're talking about some rando saying, "You can't shop here, you can't shop there, you can't buy this, you can't buy that." So good luck to everyone that wants to sit on their hands and do nothing, because you're gonna be the fucking reason that we're in that situation. Period.
I see. So if I've already consumed 1 ounce of marijuana for the month and they see me going for a second, they say,
Yeah, time and place, Papa. This ain't the time. I feel you want to be funny, but this shit is not comical.
No, I'm saying that's a perfect example of they are rationing out what you can and cannot get.
You're not gonna be able to do anything with this money outside of any specific parameters that they place on those funds. Period. End of story. I mean, I'm talking about going to buy soap somewhere. It could be that minute. That's what's coming. You fucking fart the wrong way, block. That's what's coming. So continue
Okay.
to acquiesce.
I see. So yeah, in case of a water shortage, for example, you would only get to buy a certain amount of water or gasoline or sugar or beef or
You're
whatever the fuck.
assuming you're going to be allowed to buy those things. You probably won't be if there's a shortage. They're probably going to not let you buy anything.
So that
you're just
pushes back to
thinking-
bartering
You're thinking
then.
of the worst scenario. You need to understand that this is not about the worst scenario. This is just about your everyday livelihood. You are not going to be able to do shit that you want to do. Period. That's all.
But if that balance isn't reached, if they
There's no
don't
balance,
like,
brother. Government does
Okay,
not balance
okay.
anything. Stop. What are you saying? How many times do we have to have this conversation? It's incredible. The
Oh,
government
man.
doesn't give a fuck about what you want.
no.
Period.
Maybe you're. Hold on. You're
Okay.
catching the trigger words and you're going a little bit far. Let me just explain. If they do this and if it is shit, which we assume it will be, how's that? Which it will be shit, then wouldn't that push us to a barter system like immediately? Wouldn't we say, oh yeah, that's great, digital dollars, I'm just not going to use them anymore.
Shouldn't.
It's all going to be either Bitcoin
Shouldn't.
or Hex or bullets and guns and gold bars.
Right.
That's it.
I get you. It shouldn't. Right. It should push everyone towards using actual cryptocurrency.
I see.
But what's going to happen is if they get ahead of people in general and are all of a sudden paying you in e-cash, what do you do then? You're not going to be allowed to buy a motherfucking thing that they don't want you to with that e-cash. Period. Not crypto, not Bitcoin, not fuck all. And that's what's coming. It doesn't matter what you want to placate in your mind. This is not about the worst case scenario. This is just about simply what they're intending to do and will execute if we just sit here acting like there's some plausible scenario for this shit, because there isn't one. Period. End of story. There just isn't one. So just stop trying to make one up. There is not one. Now, the fact that you might be able to purchase some goods and services, sure, on the table. All of them that you are able to access and purchase now, however, off the table entirely. Period. End of story. That is what's coming. And this is going to affect all U.S. persons and anybody that is tied to this domestic economy. This is just flow of capital conversation. This is not about anything else. So everybody that thinks the dollar is going to be sticking around, this is the literal final nail in the coffin right here. So you've been warned for a year plus. Only so much I can tell people at this point. So good luck to all.
Can they not shut us down now?
They can't do anything, Pablo. That's why Bitcoin still exists, and they have to get people within the World Economic Forum on these boards. Period. Like, they can't do anything to crypto. That's why they have to interject themselves into the system. Been talking about this for a year, bro. Like, go back and watch all the fucking streams.
I get that, but
Ain't nothing changed but the date.
No, I'm saying that the dollar right now, as it stands in the bank, can be locked from you.
Oh yeah, you don't own your bank.
You don't own those numbers. Yeah, I get it.
Once you put money in a bank account, it's no longer yours. It is theirs. It is under their purview. You do not have legal right to those funds unless you withdraw them yourself. End of story. And then go try to do that and see how that fucking goes. Let me know.
So the next step would be to try to push to illegalize what they cannot illegalize, to keep the people that are already have their vested interest with the government in the old dollar system, who will now be converted into just a digital system, saying, good, we stayed on top. That's their last push.
Right, correct. I mean, you got to realize what's happening, right? What's happening is that they're trying to set themselves up while they are literally the only ones that have the ability to maintain any continuity because it's their system. So
yeah.
If it's like going from Hex to a fork of Hex, right? Like just like what we're going through now, we're not going to have any issues because we already got our fucking copy. Now, all the motherfuckers that don't, they're going to be left relegated to jumping into the new system and trying to acquire those assets. They're not going to just have it because they're not going to be paying attention. They're not going to get the copy. They're not going to buy Hex now before the fork. So they're going to be left behind as soon as Pulse launches, and that shit is at 20, 25, 30, 50 cents, whatever it is. It's not going to be 15, 16, 10 cents, right? Like, that's not going to happen. Same scenario here. In fact, it's just like when we went into a gold default in 1971. What changed? Nothing. Your life just got significantly worse by orders of magnitude, to the point that 30, 40, 50 years later, you have no fucking idea what you're going to do for a retirement unless you're in crypto. Period. That's fucking everybody that's not well off. Period. If you don't have crypto, what future do you have? 401k? Fiat-based investment accounts are toast. So anybody that has any significant capital there and doesn't have a fucking clue, good luck to them. Because all of those dollar-denominated assets, while they're going to be Venezuela-looking charts, the monetary value is going to be equivalent. So this is what people need to understand. It's a whole loop-de-loop. And if you're not in tune with that, which I've been breaking down for a year, you're going to get blindsided. And you will feel the pain. It has nothing to do with anybody's opinion. It's just how the system works. 1971 was the last iteration. World War II was the iteration before that. 1913 was the iteration before that. And so on and so forth. I can keep going back. But it doesn't matter, because what you need to focus on is right now. Over the past 50 years, everybody's been living a lie. And if you don't get your shit together before this year is out, there is no telling if you're even going to make it through to 2025, financially speaking. Financially speaking, because people do not respect math. And they're going to fucking learn the hard way to do so. Simple as that. That's how markets work. Not my opinion. It's just how it is. So that's the significance of eCash. Imagine, oh, you only make X amount of dollars a month. You can't invest for your future. Sorry. You talking about complaining about motherfuckers not letting you invest because you're not an accredited investor. That's going to be the least of your worries. You're not going to even be able to allocate capital to a fucking brokerage account to get blown up in. That's what we're going. Oh, yeah. Think I'm playing if you want. I literally have worked in this business for the past fucking 20 fucking years. This is exactly where we're going. I have not been wrong yet. I refuse to believe that I'll be wrong now. You can't be right 100% of the time with respect to legal shit and think it's not going to happen that way when they literally have nobody stopping them because nobody gives a fuck. I mean, the fact that we have to detail where we make our money from, where we're sending our funds to, for what purpose, at any point in time, when nobody gives you any fucking support to make those funds, is hilarious. And the fact that people accept that just goes to show the level of ignorance worldwide with respect to their own human rights, with their own personal sovereignty. People just have no concept of it whatsoever. And that's why we're here today. It's just true. Yeah, I mean, I'm making it up clearly, right? It's fucking funny, man.
And that was 2016.
Mm-hmm. I remember in 2013 when all this Snowden shit broke, how people thought I was crazy because I was telling them about censorship before then. I'm here pointing to Snowden's crap, and it's like it didn't even happen. Look at where we're at now. Yep. So, hey, man. It's cool until it's not. That's how it works. It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks big time, Papa. And this is the point, because the solution is so easy. And that's what's sad. The solution is so easy, but no, people rather sit there and just believe the lies because it requires no pain to believe a lie. And that's where everybody fails.
So the solution is you got your Richard Hart products.
Use them.
What about setting these things up layered into the old school trusts and things to protect them as well?
I already provided that solution, brother. So whoever wants to use it can, right? But the fact of the matter is that legally speaking, if you do not know your financial rights, you will be getting fucked. And nobody can help you with that, only you. This is why education is important. This is why I always say, only you. Oh, well, Wells, what can we do? Educate yourself. You cannot defend yourself if you don't know the game that you're playing. You don't know the rules of the game. How do you? I mean, like, it's the funniest thing. It's like people invest in crypto and they don't even know how to download a MetaMask wallet. Like, you should not be touching this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Go Google some basic shit. Don't come asking nobody no questions. You're not even ready to ask questions if you can't even do the bare minimum.
Well, we get those people every day in the chat.
Yeah, but do you treat them accordingly? Odds are you do not. Odds are they're
I
coddled.
no,
not
no,
you
no,
per se.
no,
Not you
no,
per
man.
se. I mean,
Yeah.
people in general, right? People in general are coddled all the fucking time. I don't do that shit, but the average person is gonna be fucking doing that. Why? Because that's what the world is used to. That's why we got a bunch of incompetent motherfuckers everywhere you turn. I mean, in America, this was not the case 10 years ago. You can barely get any decent customer service. Barely. This was never I mean, I'm talking about in the U.S. I'm not saying you calling the Philippines or fucking India, where there's a potential communication barrier. Okay, I'm talking about in the motherfucking continental U.S. This is happening. I mean, yo, look, there's so many ways to slice how ugly this pie is, and that's the problem. You know, how do we get from it being a problem to it being actually better? Is by everybody being willing to be educated and understanding that they're getting screwed. Now, how do you help people realize they're getting screwed? Explain to them that their pocket is how they're getting screwed. I don't care how communistic a person is. When they realize they're getting robbed, all those commie tendencies disappear. Commies are typically economically ignorant individuals. This is why they're fucking commies in the first place. And they think they can tell you what to do with your money because they don't got none. They don't have the concept of acquiring their fucking own. Right? I mean, look at all the commies that exist today. 90% of these motherfuckers had hand-me-down money. They didn't work for the shit. All you need to know about these people. These are the people that are providing you the fucking solution that you think you need. When in fact, only you can provide yourself the actual solution. And that's the fact of life. So, good luck to all, man. Because only you can save yourself. Nobody else can. It actually doesn't even matter what they do. What matters is that you don't know what they're doing, because then you fall into their trap. This is called manufactured consent, folks. And it's not that bullshit Noam Chomsky was talking about. It's the real shit I'm talking about. So, there you go. Take notes, rewatch it, do what you got to do, but it's on you. When you can't buy them basic home goods for your family to survive, it's your own fault. Not government's fault. It ain't whale's fault. It's your fucking fault. Because your ass didn't listen. You didn't take this information and confirm to verify, because nobody's putting a gun in your head here. And these are the things that people just fail to accept. And that failure is to their detriment. And we all do it. It's just a matter of where we do it. So, be wise, man. Shit is not free. Like, we worked hard to get to this point. I be goddamn if I'm gonna let some old fuck take anything from me. Not happening, bro. I recommend everyone brush up, because everyone cannot build an MCA. Everyone can't just fucking know what to do. Everyone just isn't mentally prepared for that. But what you can do is understand what value is, understand what money is. That's easy. Because once you understand that, you can understand literally everything else in this system. But if you won't even take the time to understand what it is you own, or what your money is, or whatever the case is from that perspective, then there's nothing that anybody can do for you. Period. It just isn't.
Bob Lagai, thank you for the super chat. It's been hanging out there for the last half hour.
Right, yeah.
And just to answer the question, it is not D.
Although he's one of the pictures there.
Yeah.
And D made a silent exit.
Yeah, he took advantage.
Yeah, where is he?
Kind of shit.
I have no idea. Internet.
He'll probably pop back in.
Probably.
D took the L.
D to the L.
Yeah, I mean, it's sorry for taking the stream that route, but this shit literally just happened while we were sitting here having fun. And when shit gets serious, it's time to get serious.
Okay, what are the next steps that we could take? What the next things that we can do to
Learn what
reverse
money
or
is.
change the trajectory?
Learn what money is. Learn what money is. If you think using fiat currency today and age is the solution, then you're part of the problem. So you don't know what money is. Learn what money is. Step one.
No, I'm saying how can we address this new development?
Learn what money is, sir.
So learn what money is.
Yes.
Learn what value is.
Because guess what? Guess what? The problem isn't solved by just not having eCash. You understand? This is the fucking problem. Like, you think there's some fucking shortcut here. No, man. It's a multi-step, multi-level, multi-layer lie we're fucking living. We got a whole lot of fucking work to do. I'm sorry, bro. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's our future. Period. Because everybody older than us did nothing. So we gotta fucking do it. Simple. Get uncomfortable and stay there, because that's the only comfort you're gonna have, bro. Yeah, I got paid. We'll take some of that. We'll take some of that. Oh, we'll take some of that too.
That is.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. Brr.
So, like I said, step one, learn what money is. If I have to tell you that, then you don't know what money is. So, it sounds trite, but the fact of the matter is that everybody makes these ridiculous decisions that seem normal, seem logical, because everybody else is making them, not because they're the right decisions to make. Once again, manufactured consent. When everybody is using the same system, how can that be wrong? It cannot. It's just manufactured consent. It's just like when everybody's using Bitcoin, everybody's using Ethereum, everybody's using Hex, everybody's using this. It's not wrong. It's what everybody's doing. Simple. The people that are doing the wrong thing are not going to sit here and tell you, hey, bud, you all right? Yeah, this isn't something you should be doing, but thanks for helping us out anyway. Like, get your mind right. Understand that you're being fucking lied to every time you open your eyes and take a breath.
Like this tweet from Richard.
Yeah, good of him to join the conversation. I've been talking about this shit for a year, so thanks, Rich. People need to understand that they don't know a motherfucking thing about anything, because that's the only way we're going to fix the problem that we have, which is living a consummate lie, day in and day out. The fact that somebody has to tell you that this shit is happening, like if you don't receive a fucking paycheck, is the goddamn problem with this fucking world, period. It's hilarious. You think I need the Richard Hart to fucking tell me I'm getting fucked? If you're that person, then you're the fucking problem. We don't even need you here. And that's a fact. You're the fucking problem. People like you are the fucking problem. So if you're feeling hurt, I hope you fucking take it that way. Because you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. How the fuck does some rando on the internet have to tell you getting fucking robbed for your work is a problem? You don't realize you're getting robbed a quarter or more of your fucking time every year? You think that shit's just normal and it makes sense? Well, good luck to you. Because that's the problem, right? The problem that anybody has to tell somebody else, hey, man, you might want to check your pocket because it's looking like you got a hole in there. You got to do better, man. Like, sitting here asking me what to do is not the fucking solution. Like, the solutions that people want, they're not the solutions. You got to put in the motherfucking work. That's it.
No, my question was, is there nothing exhausted to put a stick in the spokes of the process to create that? Or if there's not, you're right. It's just the mindset and the way that we continue.
That's right. That is the only solution here. Because the only problem is that people think there is none. Clearly there is. So, that's it, man.
But we're okay because we're in this stuff and we know what the hell's what.
Well, not everybody. Everybody isn't gonna make it, bro. And this is a fact.
And for that, I'm depressed daily, looking around, saying,
Hey,
look at all
man.
these sad sheep going to the slaughter. I really look at that every day, and I am disheartened.
It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. And look, all we can do is sit up here on our stream for as long as we can, because this is not forever, and try to educate as many as possible. You know, you can tell that within our community, there are plenty that are not going to make it just by their demeanor, their natural demeanor, and their natural approach towards others that are actually trying to help. So everybody is not going to be saved. So you just need to be okay with that. Just what it's going to be. You know, especially after Pulse Chain launches. I mean, I'm not even talking that short term. I'm really talking long term. But short term, you're going to see plenty of motherfuckers get wrecked too. Yep. That's a fact. Because people think it's going to be open season because they ain't got to pay gas fees. It's going to be open season on your pocket. So, yeah, it's going to be fun to watch.
And Kraus says, I'm scared.
You should be. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you should be scared, and you should put your nose in a book and fucking read something. Because it's really easy. That's the funny part. That's what makes me so mad. It's so easy. You just got to know you're being lied to. Once you realize that, nothing can stop you. But if you continue to believe a lie that getting paid in funny money, where you get a third or more or less, or where you get 2/3 of your money or less, is okay. Like, all these fucking things are not okay. Like, somebody telling you what to do with your time, your effort is not okay. Somebody to tell you how to breathe, how to sleep, how to eat, how to shit, not okay. These are things that only you can determine as far as what is good for you and what is not. Nobody can tell you what's good for you. But yet your whole life, you see all these clowns, not even people of authority, not even people of significance, not even people of importance. These clowns spend your life trying to tell you what to do. And all you keep doing is listening to these clowns. And yeah, and you keep running into these brick walls, not understanding who, what, where, when, and why. That's real, man. Because that's how I spent a majority of my life, being mad, being this, being that. And what was I doing? I was literally following the system's path for me. And we all do it. All of us. Doctors, lawyers, fucking everybody does it. Otherwise, you would not be here, period. So you have to realize you're living a lie first and foremost. That's the only way. Because if you continue to believe that your fiat makes sense, then you shouldn't even be in crypto in the first place. You're in the wrong fucking ballpark. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Keep getting fleeced? Continue to get fleeced. Have fun. Be mad. Because the only one that's going to be hurting is the person that ain't got no money. And those are going to be the wreck folks. So there you go.
Someone saying, Sandy B says that I froze. Am I frozen?
No, you look
not.
good.
I'm just in awe.
Oh, okay.
You gotta take everything Wales says, process it, and then.
I mean, these are
digest
facts.
it.
These are not my opinions. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter what you think. Like, you better take this information and go do some homework. Give a fuck what I sound like to you. Shit is irrelevant. I'm telling you the facts. If you go and check and confirm anything that I'm telling you, what you're gonna find is, oh, this motherfucker's not lying. You goddamn right I'm not lying, because I don't give a fuck what you think or say.
No, but the good news is that we're on the right path.
For sure. Yeah, hell yeah. But you got to stay on it. That's the hard part. There's so many ways to deviate, man. It's difficult. You know, you got to realize trying to make money with money is probably the most difficult thing to do in this world. Because a human being is not raised to do it in most cases. It's very rare the person that understands when everybody is going right, do not go that way. Because monkey see, monkey do. Yes? Yes. This is what we do. Everybody is not built like that. Very few people are actual contrarians. And I don't mean contrarian for the sake of just being opposite of everybody else. That's just an annoying motherfucker. They're not taking anything into thought. Like, they're not giving you these detailed explanations that I'm giving you, period. Like, anything I ever say, you can go and look it up. So this is the difference between somebody that's mad or whatever the fuck and somebody that's here saying, hey, you are getting fucking played. You are not paying attention. This is what you need to be looking at because it behooves you and it's in your best interest. You don't got to do anything. At the end of the day, it's your life. I'm going to be living good regardless. So don't mean shit to me when people do.
It's the end result that sucks, though, if you got a brown Lambo.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I thought it was burgundy. It looked burgundy to me. But...
Yeah. To me, it's coming up brown, but maybe it's burgundy. Burgundy still be like, you got a burgundy Lambo. All right.
I don't know, man. I kind of like burgundy.
Yeah, well.
Car colors? I like dark car colors, personally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I prefer dark. That's why I'm okay with the burgundy.
As long as you got enough money to get somebody else to clean it, yes.
Well, that's always the case there, yes.
Yeah.
Cleaning cars is not something I like doing anymore, no. That's like shit. That's fun when you're like a little kid. Like, I'm good. So, yeah. Oh, how about that? Micro cryptocurrency. Yeah. Okay, so I just got an email for those that need to know this from the CME. Now what we have is another layer of papering over Bitcoin and Ethereum. This time via derivatives. What we have now are micro cryptocurrency options. Now, what's that? It's a whole lot.
What is that?
Yeah, to say a whole lot of nothing. So, this is how these derivative markets typically work. They start off with the big contracts, which require, a shit ton of money that the average person isn't going to have to put down to make a trade. And I mean like 20,000 and up, right? Like not, 5,000 or anything like that. Like significant amount of money, 5 figures and up. Then you have what are called the mini contracts. And the mini contracts are for people like us working folk. And that's just another layer of liquidity over the market. At every level, there's going to be layers of liquidity. Each market is going to be different. They're going to trade differently. They're going to trade differently in the sense of their liquidity, not the pricing. Now, you might be able to arb one thing or two, but it's not going to be consistent unless it's a very illiquid market. So, but moving on, you have the big contract, the mini contract, then you have the micro contract, which is like minuscule. Like you're paying probably 30, 40 bucks, 50, 60 bucks for a contract. You're maybe making $1, maybe $2 per tick, probably less. It's not a lot of money there. But the upside to the micro ecosystem is that I didn't see it.
Damn, man. 82? That's
Imagine
harsh.
a fucking wait. When did Eldorados come out? Because that shit was hardcore back then.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what Elvis was driving?
I don't know. But I remember that they were hardcore back. Like Eldorados were a thing. Like I remember that shit.
I know Elvis had a huge white Cadillac as well.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the big old Cadillac.
I'm at the Eldorado.
Damn.
Oh. My grandpa had a fucking gray one, the silver one, like that one in the middle.
Yo, I love them big box cars. I love them. I don't know what it is, but
they're boats.
Going to be worth money in the future for sure. Because people like
they're boats. Man.
Yeah,
they drive and they got the loose suspension.
Mm-hmm. You just riding. Literally just riding.
My grandpa had 2 matching, one for his wife and one for himself.
Yeah, I'm getting me a box Chevy. I used to have a Monte Carlo, 88 Monte Carlo SS. Like, I'm going to get all these cars again. I don't give a damn about new cars. I love these old cars because they're just fucking good work, man. Just look at those beauties, man.
As long as, look at that blue
look at that
one.
69.
Yep. That's great.
Come on, man. They don't make them like this.
I'm pretty sure the white one, the white convertible was the one that Elvis was driving around in, wasn't it?
I don't remember, man. I didn't really care for Elvis, so I don't really remember much of it.
Well, let me tell you a thing or two about the king.
Well, yeah, apparently he was a good guy, but I'm just not into anything that's super popular. That's just not my demeanor, so I never really was into him per se for that reason. I know his
Yeah.
little bit of history or whatnot.
But wait a minute, can we see the 82 for a second, middle class? I want to see exactly what ride this
I had
gentleman would place
T-tops on
me
my
in.
Monte Carlo too, bro. You gotta have the T-tops. I'm sorry.
Which one is it? Which one is it? There's the 82. Can I see that one up at the top, the convertible? Not the two-tone. Ugh. No.
Boom.
There we go. That's 84. Okay. There's an 82
Nice.
next to it with a hard top. Okay. Thank you very much. That was fun.
Cool.
It's like you put your you put your foot on the gas pedal and it goes from goes 1/4 of a tank goes down.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up when I meet you, Bufo. I seen that I thought I was that's violence right there. You chose violence today, bro. Talking about I'm a Prius guy.
Hey man, I'm gonna go EV. Fuck it.
That's funny.
That's great.
Yo,
Subcompact.
imagine, if anybody that knew me saw this shit, they would fucking lose their mind. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, God, not me. No, I don't even fucking like E1 or whatever the fuck they call that bootleg F1 racing that they changed it to. I don't even know. Just once they want electric, I'm good. I mean, I can race electric cars in my house. I don't need to watch you on TV for that. Sorry.
I had a Prius. It was a dreadful, dreadful time. It was just not fit for the island.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not surprised, Papa.
The rack and pinion, it went out. I'm like, how much is that gonna cost? Do me up. What? 1/3 the price of the car?
God damn.
That's not good.
For a rack and pinion, bro? What the hell
Yeah,
was in
man.
that rack and pinion? Was that driving you around?
What?
Yeah, I didn't think so. The hell? How the hell is 1/3 of that?
Oh, to get the rack and pinion repaired.
Hold on. Benny Blanco stupid. He put, I'm a Segway type.
Well, what?
That's nice.
Wales more Segway time.
Wales is more of a Segway type.
Y'all
One
know
of
what
those
the
motor-driven little
Yeah, those
scooters.
bipedal scooters that they used to use in
Those were
Palo
great.
Alto or whatever back in the day. I don't know. If
Those
it's
are gonna be collector's items, man.
I guess, yeah, because everybody thought that shit was gonna take off, man. But that shit did not.
Actually, no. It did take off where I live because I would see this
Oh.
shit taking up like 2/3 of the pathway, and everyone's going, "Excuse me." Nope. Just about to kick them up
So just
down on the road.
just the tortured middle class is the only place where it flourished. Nowhere
Yeah.
else.
Fucking
In
hell.
Australia.
Children of the grave, you
Yeah,
can
over
suck
here.
my schlongstein, mister. I had a Prius for like less than a year. It was horrible. I bought it used from a friend to help him out. Said, I got a family, I got little kids, and we got to drive way far to get to the Costco, and turned out to be just absolute headache. And I'm like, this is crap.
No, the next part was better. Check the follow up. The follow up was better.
With a helmet.
Yo, I don't think I've ever worn that helmet outside of war. That shit is funny.
No, you got the whole. No, you got to have the elbow pads and the knee pads too, like
Yeah,
a
yo, you gotta be
real
kidding.
mall cop.
You gotta be kidding, yo.
Look at that!
Oh my God.
Look at the orange ones,
That's next week's picture. Wales on one of these.
Yo, yeah.
Yep. Good idea.
dude.
with
Look at
helmet.
the orange picture. Doesn't it look like from this distance that they all got those orange cups?
Yeah, they do. What the hell?
Got like the crotch guards.
Crotch guard, little orange crotch. Looked like what's
Very
that
nice.
show? I think it was a Walking Dead where they had these dudes walking around in these colorful suits. And
Nice.
one of them seasons looked like one of them dudes.
All right. These things are ridiculous.
I've just got the perfect idea for
Look at
for next
Cryptomatic's
week's
comment.
thumbnail.
Cryptomatic says that the Segway will have a gun rack.
That's nice. That's nice.
Oh my God.
Gun rack.
Yo, could you imagine? Wouldn't that tip it over? I don't even know.
Actually, how about that what was that one there? That single wheel one?
Oh, the uni Segway.
Oh yeah. That one's annoying as well.
Have you seen any of those?
I've seen people ride. I see people
Yeah,
ride
we have them as
those.
well.
I see people riding those sideways though, not like that. Like there's one that you can ride sideways like a skateboard. I've seen people
A
ride
skateboard.
those.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen
Not that one. I've seen people riding the other one.
Like,
I guess you look like a lame if you're riding the the one that's not sideways.
no.
No. Oh no.
You mean the one-wheeler stop on the right side? The one-wheeler, yeah.
He got it. That's it. That's the one right there.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So are
Yeah,
those
the
out
one-
now or what?
Yeah. They're out now.
Yeah, a long time already.
It's only a matter of time before we're hovering, baby. Be patient.
Hoverboards.
Hoverboards.
Oh look! Wait, I know those.
Hold on.
I know those gangly freaking calves. That's Markable Thoughts on the far right. It's totally him. It's his form too. Am I bending my knees?
Oh dear. Nah, all good.
You know what? We get there in the time that we decide to get there. We don't got to speed anywhere now that we're freaking wealthy for our Richard Hart products and projects. You guys, you call the time. You don't got no hoverboard to work because you got no work. So just tell your driver, Avanti.
Man, that was funny. Oh man, good times. That was a great way to wrap it up, or at least try to wrap it up.
Well, how can you wrap it up?
Well, you can't really wrap
You
it up.
can't. It remains unwrapped.
It remains unwrapped. It's the only way to go.
Hovering whales only. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Imagine if we actually get to see a hoverboard before we all pass away. I think we'd all try, no matter how old we are, to ride one. I know.
Oh, I'd sit my old rickety ass on that thing and push it down a cliff, and I'd say, "This is the way I want to go."
Yep, 100%. Got to do it right.
Let's go! Back to the future, finally. All right.
Oh man.
That's like
Yep, we'll all dress up as Marty.
Marty McFly.
Maddie.
Go like Marty, no DeLorean, just skateboard
Yeah.
or hoverboard. It's because I'm on.
And spot on. And outro. That's a good way to go.
I think it is. I think we've covered quite a bit today. Go watch those 2 Richard Hart streams if you haven't already. One of them is on CryptoFace on his YouTube channel, which is great. There's about 2 or 3 really nice knowledge bombs that are not just the typical I called the top, but this and this and this, and here's my Louis Vuitton bag and this and this and this. New stuff is there, so listen to it carefully. It's about an hour and 20 minutes long. And then, of course, there's the Detectives _crypto Telegram page or Telegram group. I guess that they're going to have a replay of it there. Look for it there, especially if you're a French speaker like Mr. Alain Fils-Aimé. Please go take a look at it there and always give your support to Richard no matter where he appears because it helps us all.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna watch them them streams. I just didn't have the time to when it was on. I don't know where that other one is though. The one you just talked about.
CryptoFace is one.
No, I know that one. I don't know the other one. Probably some. I'm gonna have to find out.
Detectives _crypto.
Are they literally only on Telegram?
They're only on Telegram, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they may have a recording of that show last night. And it is, it's half in French and half in English. Richard does not speak French.
Right.
So they kind of hit their stride at about the 15-minute mark where they get their shit together and allow Richard to speak in longer little bursts. So you can probably fast forward to that point because you don't need the backstory about who are. Tell us, Richard, who are you? Well, I'm a this. Just a little slower. I have to translate. Excuse me. No, don't do that.
In fact,
Go 15 minutes in and start.
I just got sent the link, actually. So
Nice. Can you post it in our little chat?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the what you call it in the
Private chat.
No, not the private chat. The damn stream chat. Jesus.
Yep.
Sorry.
Perfect.
That's nice.
Where everybody can get access to it. Where the hell is the stream?
How
Funding should
do
go
I
supported.
copy and paste something?
Oh, I'm just trying to pull it up because for whatever.
By the way, I had that in the chat, like, last week and the week before. There's somebody's like, so how do I copy and paste something?
Really?
I'm like, you are
I remember those days.
frightfully ill-equipped to do anything crypto.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm not Windows support. I'm not Windows support.
Yeah, I'll put it
Well,
in the
it's
chat.
not
folks.
funny when D's not here now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give him the
It's not the
telepathy.
same. It's not the same.
Nope.
It's
Yeah,
inhibited.
if you want Windows support, talk to D-Rush. Hilarious. Alrighty.
Nah. All right. Is it time to go now? Is it that time?
Please let it be time to go now.
Well,
All right.
Close to 2 hours.
That's it.
Well, as D-Raj would say, you've reached 1 hour and
no,
55
if D was here,
minutes.
if D was here, we'd be going till 2 on the dot. So
Well, that's the thing. Like,
I'll make you
You
suffer for 5 more minutes.
yeah, right. That's way too fast. He would speak 5 minutes to
Oh,
get to
yeah,
that
no,
point,
no.
and then he'd say, well, there we go.
You have to suffer with me.
yeah.
Nah, it's all good. We better go.
All right, everybody.
Alright.
Bye-bye
Anyway.
now.
Later, guys.
Well,
Be
have
well.
fun.
Take
See you
care.
guys.
Take care. Bye. Oh, where's the button? There we go.
Mm. HexAsians is a proud member of the Discourse Syndicate network.